Welcome to Burning the Edge. We would like to welcome to the T our host, Mr. Arthur Miller Jr.
So we got to get to it. I watched the video. Jeff, did you get a chance to watch the video?
The playoff video?
Facebook video? Yeah.
I started watching and I watched the first hole, and then of course the phone rings. They start paging me, and then I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
Life got in the way.
Yeah.
Like work and whiny people got in the way.
So tell me this, Derek. Were you nervous going into the playoff?
Into the playoff? Not really, because Matt's a really, really good friend of mine. And, you know, Marcus, who was recording it, I even think he said at one point, it's like, it's not even like you guys are in a playoff. You guys are just out here playing on a random day. And anytime that Matt and I play together, that's exactly what it turns into.
Yeah, so I was like, man, I would be a nervous wreck. I don't know what I would do, especially, you know, the chapter owner standing there, right? I mean, not the chapter owner, the tour owner standing right there next to you. And it's like, okay, you know, and then you got to hit these tee shots. You know, so tell me first, what did you think about Streamsong?
Streamsong. So I've always wanted to go to Streamsong just because I like that style of golf where all you see is fairway and sand. Like, you know, you put me on Streamsong or you put me in the desert, I'm a happy man. There's no reason to have rough. You don't need it. Just need fairway and sand. Let's go. But going down there, I will go there every single year as long as we have it there. It's a top-notch facility. You have 3 amazing golf courses, and they're actually working on a par 3 course right now that they're supposed to. I think they're going to try to have it done by the end of this year. I may be mistaken on that one, but I mean, once they get that going, it's going to be. I mean, it's a place to go. It's a place to definitely visit.
What town is that in?
It's in Hollywood, Florida. It's right in between Tampa and Orlando. It's honestly in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
But it's perfect because you just go there and you put your phone on silent and you just get lost in golf, and it's awesome.
Wow.
You just got to watch out for all the alligators and some snakes here and there. But
yeah, but and nothing but alligators and snakes. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, as long as you stay in the fairway, you'll be all right.
Yeah. So did you feel like you was in Florida, or did you feel like you was in a desert?
So it wasn't really muggy. It was a little warm, but the humidity was down and the wind was blowing a little bit, but it wasn't like a howling wind like you get in the Arizona sometimes. But I mean, it didn't feel like Florida, but it also didn't feel like the middle of the desert.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just really good.
So you played all 3 courses, the red, what is it? Red, blue, and black?
Yeah. Red, blue, and black.
Yeah. So which one was the most challenging?
So to me, the most challenging one, and I actually played the best on it, was the red course. I didn't score the best, but you have to hit golf shots on the red course, and that's where the final round was. You got to hit golf shots, and like the blue course is probably the easier course, and I played like an absolute donkey that day. Matt was out in the first group of the day, and he posted even par, and I knew what he had posted, and he texted me halfway through the round. He texted me halfway. Through his round, he goes, dude, I'm going to be 5 shots down to you after this round because this course is gettable and easy. And I go out and I flip around to shoot a 75.
75.
But
horrible, Arthur. Horrible.
You're right. How did you shoot a 75, Derek?
It was it wasn't the best, but I mean, I scratched it around and stayed in contention. But the red course out there is probably one of my favorite golf courses that I ever played.
Really?
Yeah.
So before you went to Streamsong, and now you're saying red is your favorite, what was your favorite before?
Before that, man, that's a good one. I've played Wolf Creek in Mesquite, Nevada one time. It was good. It's a little gimmicky to me. Like you want to go play it once, but I wouldn't go do it more than once. But probably, have you heard of NCR in Dayton, Ohio?
I have.
That is probably that was my favorite going into that. It's just a top-notch golf course. You got to hit good shots. If you hit good shots, you get rewarded. You hit bad shots, you get punished. And that's kind of what you want as a D1 player.
That's a very exclusive course, though, isn't it? NCR?
Yeah, I think they actually had the U.S. women's, either the Women's Senior Open or the Women's Open last year.
Okay. So you get there. Which one did you play first?
At
of the
Streamsong,
Streamsong course?
we played the black course.
Okay, so you played the black, blue, and then the red the last day.
Yeah.
So did Matt them set that up that way on purpose?
Nah, I don't think so.
You don't think so? I hear you. So y'all playing, and where was your standing after the second round?
All right. So after the first round, Matt and I were tied. Then after the second round, he posted he shot even, so he was +1 after 2 days. I shot 75, so I was +4 after 2 days. So I was 3 shots back, and then I come out blazing on the red course the final day and birdied the first 2 holes, and I was like 2 under after 8 holes or something like that. And then the pillow fight ensued where neither of us could do anything, and we just limped all the way into a playoff.
Yeah, because y'all it was in the last group though together, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So I saw Hendra.
Mm-hmm.
Hendra had posted a number in Division 2 too.
Yeah.
I think he was he like 2 under after the first day?
Yeah, he shot a couple under the first day, but like, so these golf courses they were gettable. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, the 4, you had 4 caddies when you were playing, so you had people there that were on site all the time that knew what you were doing, and that helped me out because I've never been there. And even on the first hole of the tournament, the 4 caddy, I saw this putt going right to left, and I was going to play it, and he says, "It's going to go left to right. You want to go the other way?" It was like a 4-footer, dead center. I'm like, "You're my man. I got you the rest of the week."
Was that what's his name? They called Cowboy or something?
No, I knew you'd ask me that.
I
The caddy we had the last day, he had a nickname.
Yeah.
I got his business card somewhere around here.
Yeah, I think it was Cowboy or something like that. But anyway, yeah. So y'all battling out.
Hey, Arthur, hold a second. Derek, let me ask you something, because this is something me and Arthur disagree on.
All right.
And just by hearing that story, I'm assuming you watch the score? You check the score every hole?
No, I do not check it every hole. I don't have time for that.
Okay. How often do you check the score?
If it's a one-day event, I typically look after 9 holes just to kind of see where things stand, and then if I feel like I'm right there, then I may look again with a couple holes to go. A 2-day event, a multiple day event, I won't look until the end of the day. Because it's a marathon at that point. You're not an 18-hole sprint, so you don't really have to put the pedal to the metal and try to win it on the first day and those things.
Gotcha. Because so me and Arthur, we was playing together one time, and I don't remember how it shook out, but it was getting close down to on the 16, and I thought I was winning, but I don't look at the score because I got mental problems, right? And I just in my mind, I think if I look at the score, it's going to screw me up if I'm winning.
Yeah.
But 16, I doubled 16, and the 2 guys I thought were right there with me. Well, actually, one guy had tripled the hole before, so I thought maybe he was out of it, but the other guy parted. I was like, man, I think he's probably got me. Well, then we get to 18, and Arthur's like, "You look at the score." I was like, "No, don't tell me, man."
He did that on purpose. I promise you, he did.
Yeah. He's like, "No, you need to check the score at least on 18, Jeff. So you know what you need to do." I know what I need to do. I don't need to triple it. That's all I'm trying to do. With water on the left. I'm just trying not to triple, buddy.
Little gamesmanship there. Arthur he put it in your head there.
He did. But I bogeyed it, and the guy doubled it. The other guy doubled, and I ended up winning. But then we talk about this all the time. He's like, "Dude, you've got to check around 16 or 17.
It depends on what you're comfortable with. In my mind, I'm comfortable with just in a one-day event, just playing golf and seeing what happens. Even in a 2-day event, I may not look at all in the first day, and then when I get done, I'll kind of check and see, kind of get my mind right for the next day if I need to, push the issue or whatnot. But I'm trying to get in the mode of not changing my golf game for what other players are doing, because it's kind of burned me a few times. North American Championship for one last year. We're not going to talk about that one, right?
Uh-oh. I wasn't aware of that, Derek, because I didn't make it to Nashville last year.
Yeah, that was.
We don't have to hear about it now, though.
Well, so you're asking about checking leaderboards. That's why you don't check leaderboards. When you're up 4 or 4 holes to go and you end up losing, that's because you check the leaderboard.
Hear that, Arthur?
No, that's this guy right here.
So my suggestion is you check going into 18, no matter what. If you think you're playing well enough to win, you check it at 18. So you know, okay, if I need to hit something off the tee other than driver, because usually the driver is what gets us in trouble. So usually I said you check it. Because what happened to me one time, I had a 1-stroke lead after having a 9-stroke lead at the beginning of the day. And I had a 1-stroke lead going into 18, and I didn't look. And I did some stupid stuff off the tee. So that's why I say, hey, I'm looking at 18 no matter. If I think I'm competing, then I'm going to look at 18 just to make sure.
Okay, so my question back to you is, are you going to let somebody else dictate what you're trying to do on the golf course? Looking at a leaderboard is letting somebody dictate what you want to do.
That is very true, Derek. I didn't look at it like that.
I'm a man of wisdom, Arthur.
I see. See, you've been playing golf longer than me. You probably been playing golf 4 or 5 times more than I've been playing. So I'm looking at it like, okay. And then pros do it because if they got a big lead, they'll be like, you know what? I'm not hitting drive off the tee. I'm gonna hit
that's a little different. They're playing for millions and millions of dollars.
Well, that's true.
I'm telling you right now, if all I have to do is make a bogey on the 18th in a big event for $1 million, I will hit 8-iron off the tee every day.
that's what my point is exactly. We're not making millions of dollars, but you know, it might be a couple of $100 on the line, or 3 or 4.
Yeah,
my thing in the finals, it might be more.
My thing is that you as a golfer, you know what your strengths are. Yeah, and what has happened to me in the past, and I learned it from Nashville at the North American Championship, is that once you start letting other players dictate what you're going to do, then you're done. When I stepped on 14 tee box at Nashville in round 3, I was done because I was worried about what other people were doing instead of what I was doing.
You know, I've
got a valid point.
I've seen a lot of pros though win a golf tournament, and in the interview, they said, "Hey, did you look at the scoreboard at number 12 or 15 because, you know, they caught up with somebody or somebody had a bogey?" And I've heard numerous of them say, "I never knew the score until I walked up on 18 green."
Mm-hmm.
They don't even, a lot of the pros don't ever, they try their hardest not to look at the scoreboard.
So that's the difference between the pros and the top, and, you know, some top level amateurs, is that the pros have a game plan and they stick to it no matter what.
Yeah.
When I get on the golf course, I have a nice little game plan I think that we're going to go with, and then 3 holes in, it's shot.
Yeah, me too. A couple of weeks ago, we was playing this course. I went and played a practice round, and I played everything from where I thought I would be playing, and show up the next day, and the tees are moved up like 30, 40 yards. I'm like, well, and there's some short par 4s, you know, and from the tee box I played in the practice round, I could hit driver.
Yeah.
Now I'm up. I was like, well, that's a wasted $60 yesterday. And I just couldn't even figure it out. Yeah. I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. And then I played with a guy this past weekend. He was in Division 3. I'm in 4. But this is no lie. He checked the score. If he was in the cart, he was checking the score.
Yeah, that's too much in my mind.
Oh, man.
Way too much.
Like we would be at the tee box, and if we were waiting, he'd go check the score. He'd come back. If we were still waiting, he'd go back and check. I was like, man, he ended up winning though. I'll give it to him. He did win his division, but it was a little overkill for me.
I want to know what cell phone he has because I want it, because that battery life is on point.
I think it was an old Razor is what I think it was.
It was a flip phone.
Them Razors stay charged up for weeks, buddy.
I'm trying to figure out, like, I mean, are you sandbagging or what? You trying to figure out if I need to, I can bugger this hole or something, like looking at the score that dang much. God dog.
Yeah.
You ain't thinking about what you're doing if you're looking at the score that much.
No, I mean, when you're playing your best golf, you're not worrying about anything else except what you're doing. When I'm playing my best golf, the only thing I'm focused on is where is this golf ball going. I don't care where the trouble is. I don't care who's hitting what where. When I'm at my best, I know where the golf ball's going, and nothing else matters after that.
Yep.
And then when you start thinking about everything else is when all the bad habits come into play.
Yep, that is true. I've hit some of the best shots.
Don't check the score if you don't have to, buddy.
You know what? I don't really care. Like at this point, I'm just out there to play golf. I get to play so little right now.
I was gonna say you probably don't get to play much anymore.
No, so it's like when I'm out there, I'm playing golf, man. I'm just like loving it. I can't wait for this weekend to go up to St. Louis. Are you going?
No, my son has World Series baseball this weekend, so I'll be playing dad this weekend.
Yeah, well, cool. I know we'll see you down at the shows.
Yeah, I'll be at the shows. That's gonna be a good one. I can't wait for that one.
Oh yeah, I owe those courses. I got at least. I need to shoot like mid-80s to feel anything out there. That would be good for me. I know your 75 made you upset, but like an 88 gonna make me upset. Man, we know you and Tim are doing big things down there. We can't wait to. Well, y'all did have a national major down there this year, Bears Best. Yeah, so I'm sure we'll be back down there for that, something like that, and we appreciate you, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Thanks.
All right, take it easy, Derek.
Thank you, man.
Yep.